Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Borderlands on the Xbox Series X. The game is also available on most other platforms. Borderlands is a first-person looter shooter developed by Gearbox Software and published by 2K. You play as a vault hunter who travels to Pandora in search of a special vault that is rumoured to include valuable treasure. The game can be played solo, online multiplayer, or even local split-screen co-op. Okay, gameplay. Well, first things first, you've got to select your starting class with a few options to choose from. Then you're off into the cel-shaded wasteland where you'll be fighting off all manner of creatures, raiders or rival factions. Borderlands is a looter shooter and loot is the order of the day. To suggest there is a fair bit of loot here is the understatement of the century. The volume of items, the money, the ammo, the guns, it's remarkable. And it's the guns that steal the show. You can equip 4 once you level up, but as I said, it's the range of weapons and the elemental features these weapons have that make them stand out. Some set your enemies on fire, some are like heat seeking, some use acid, some have other quirky features, and they're just wonderful, satisfying and very enjoyable to use. Soon enough you'll accumulate a whole inventory of guns, but thankfully you can sell these at traders or the very handy vending machines around the game world. As I said, you'll level up the more enemies you kill and missions you complete. The missions are plentiful, although most of them are just glorified fetch quests or seek and destroy variations. Despite them being similar and the core loop just being endless first-person combat, it never actually gets dull or repetitive. Whether that's due to the weapons being so cool, the enemies being so varied, or just the satisfying feel of everything, including the gunplay. It's hard to pinpoint the exact reason, but Borderlands is truly one of the most addictive looter shooters that I've ever played. Whether in solo or in local split screen, it's a gloriously entertaining and silly game that will just put a big smile on your face. Now, you can also obtain mods, grenades, special skills such as turrets that help when you're facing off against high-level opponents. And another thing to note, the game doesn't lock itself down too much. You can venture into areas that are way beyond your level, and you'll die because of it, but it's still cool taking on heavy bosses from range, trying to get a little bit of special loot. The game world, it's broken down into small open regions, and you've got a nice little vehicle that you can use and customize. And finally the story, well, it's simple stuff, and to be honest, the story is just one of those things that you progress the game with. You do kind of zone out on what's really going on. It's just, who do I have to kill and what gun can they give me? Anyway, visually, as I said, the game is a cel-shaded affair and it's definitely influenced a whole era of video games. The world is really cool looking, the characters are quirky, they're well designed, good voice acting as well, user-friendly interface. Maybe the split screen one isn't that user-friendly, but yeah, looks good, sounds good, good effects, pretty well suited music, all very over the top. Okay, verdict. At the time, Borderlands was a breath of fresh air and one of, if not the best, FPS looter shooter that I've played before or since. Yes, perhaps the series has begun to churn out sequel after sequel, but the first game is truly remarkable, really addictive, and most importantly, a lot of fun. Remember that, lads and ladesses? Video games that were fun. Gosh, who knew they existed? It is one of my favourite first-person shooters of all time, and you know, it still plays as well as it did the first time I ever played it. Borderlands scoring, I would give it 10 out of 10. I would have thought I'd give it 9, but playing it again, just realising how fun it is, how simple it is, how effective it is, how good it is solo, how good it is with other people. It's a 10 out of 10, baby. There you go. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG signing off. Cheers.